Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic run. We're making our way through this week's Marvel books. We're going to continue with Daredevil Unleash Hell, number 3. Where we left off, Daredevil was on the trail of Muse, who had apparently possessed a artist by the name of Morgan Whittier, and was basically using them to continue to make their art basically just brutal art with utilizing utilizing the dead. So the issue opens with the fight between Muse and Daredevil continuing. It's Elektra, not Matt. Apparently, presumably because of the possession, Morgan's quite stronger than Elektra. And she intends to make Daredevil their finest work. However, Daredevil is of course fighting back. Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, has kind of learned that there's a demonic presence, it's loose, and it needs to be sent back to hell. And so he's on his way to New York. But not only is Muse stronger than she should be, but she's also faster. But Elektra does manage to find Muse's weakness: criticism. Which kind of sets her over the edge. Which sets me over the edge. While as Ghost Rider is getting closer to Hell's Kitchen, and Muse jams one of Elektra's size into her chest. While Elektra retaliates by cutting Muse's femoral artery. And as Ghost Rider shows up, he finds the dead bodies of both Muse and Elektra. However, that's not where the issue ends. In Hell, Elektra is confronted by both Miriam and Muse, but also Hell Elektra. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. Hell Elektra is basically just Elektra pale, showing some of her previous injuries and long straight hair. And in a black version of her old outfit. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got New Champions, number 3. Where we left off, Hellrun had left the scene, having found a long lost aunt, and she's been trying to find family, so her actual family. And most of the recruits that the new champions brought along to their to the Norway backed out. But Phantasma and Gold Tiger, however, stuck around. And so the issue opens with a fight brewing and eventually breaking out between the new champions and the old champions. Well, the previous champions, because, well, yeah. However, everything's being watched by magnetics. In a flashback, we find out that the champions were invited to a gala in their honor. And Magnetics also managed to work on inviting the former champions. Then she had Monty, a street magician that held out with the champions, new champions' most recent adventure. She had him break another raft, all for the purpose of breaking out Psycho Man, and also making a point to grab his control box. The champions are en route to the gala, and the Magnetics meets them, not in costume, and it's apparently supposed to be really a debate about which team has the rightful claim of the title champions. As everyone the debate gets heated, the division trying to figure out why everyone's all of a sudden aggravated. Magnetics basically messes with her though. Monty and Magnetics make their way to Monty's place, and Liberty has a memory of a girl at a hunger facility with similar powers to Magnetics. And her and Miss Marvel shake it off, and as they watch the fight going on, they realize, they're being manipulated. And so they manage to find Dr. Psycho, remove his control box. Dr. Psycho gets apprehended, and the champions, both of the champions, are like, hey, yeah, we were forced to fight, and yeah, by all means. use the name. But Moonsquire and Braun point out that Magnetics didn't get caught. So what's she going to try next? That is where the issue ends. I'm really liking this book. I really am, and honestly, most of the previous champions have all gone are either regular characters in other books, or on teams, or in their own books, Miles, for example, or have just kind of faded away. Most of them. So it would be nice to maybe have some of the previous champions, maybe the ones that are not exactly regulars in other books, pop up in new champions regularly. But we'll see. Moving on though to our next book, our last book for the moment, we've got TVA number 4. Where was left off of TVA? Gwen discovered a frozen Scarlet Witch in the Department of Deferments. So, but the issue opens with Gambit being pressured continually by Miss Minutes to do his welcome video, but he's going to make some gumbo, and however, Ingrid listens to Peggy's back, and they're looking more into the what's going on with the psychosis, and they ended up on Earth 616 in New Orleans. And a street psychic tells Gwen that the green one is leading her to the depths. Kind of on the nose. But and just why the veil is in there, but seemingly Hellstrom's sentient library is continuing to answer their questions and give them aid, and they managed to find direction to a bookstore and a book that we need to take out, and however, they're attacked by shadowy enemies, and they get the book. But meanwhile, on TVA, Mobius wakes up, and when the team returns, they plot down the book to Obi, and then Jimmy Hell gets cleared, and Mobius very forcefully advises Gwen against looking into the Department of Deferments. And also kind of, it's probably not Loki. Loki is not involved with this. But once again, Gwen sees a green clothed figure, and basically the Department of Deferments. Looks in, decides she's going to look at the, take a look at, maybe get some information about and from the Scarlet Witch they have imprisoned. It's actually the MCU Scarlet Witch, apparently. Believed dead when Doctor Strange dropped the mountain on her. And Nightmare shows up. That's the green cloaked figure. And that is where the issue ends. And it makes sense with Nightmare. And yeah, Nightmare will potentially have access to the multiverse. And potentially also the TVA just because of the Nightmare realm and whatnot. But anyways, that is going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.